Hello again, Convergers. So we have another Plus model from series number 03, which came on 2022. It is number 10 of the Plus figures called the Atlas Gundam. And based on the RX-78AL, it must be a derivative or an ancestor of the original RX-78 too. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, the head looks like an RX-78, but I gotta say the body looks unlike any other Gundam that I've seen. The other models in this range, I reviewed the Hidolfer, and I'll have to get around to those two. We'll see. There's no real stats listed there. Alright. So here we have Fandom. Let me focus on that. Showed up in Gundam Thunderbolt, the manga, and the cartoon adaptation, piloted by an E.O. Fleming. And let's see, a little blurb here. You can read that as I get these out of the bag. These sub legs allow it to fly and also go underwater. They put the bubblegum in this thing. Not sure why they would do that. It seems like a waste of plastic if this is already in plastic. Whatever. Alright. So those things. So the Plus figures come with more stuff than a regular figure. This is still the size of a regular figure. It just has a lot more stuff. So here's some interesting shots from the cartoon and some sort of tech thing here. Let's look at the bottom here. So it's got a hole because it's got a peg stand. And unfortunately, this foot is messed up. It's like covered in some sort of gunk. Luckily, I guess it's on the bottom of the foot. I'm not going to see it anyways. But really plain feet. These are supposed to be thrusters, so it helps to swim underwater, I guess. But what the heck, man? That's so flat. It's weird. Alright, well, we got some maybe intakes over here on the leg. Unfortunately, this is really muted on this side. Not as crisp as the other sections. And it's a matte white, matte blue. Interesting how they got the yellow around here. This must have been really difficult to paint. These little blue streaks here, or squares, and then some gray here. A different gray for the cockpit door. Little yellow accents everywhere, really. Both hands look like they can hold weapons. And they probably come off. Yeah, you can rotate the hands because they will actually come out. We have hex holes here. So that has like some ball joints in its design. So that's what makes it a little different, it looks like, than other Gundams. Which maybe they have hinge joints in the regular robots. There's a lot of yellow, blue, and gray going on. Like, so many different paint processes. Well, this is also different. Usually the neck never comes with the head. Usually the neck has a peg, or the head has a peg and goes into the neck. But this time around, it's actually taking the whole neck with it. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Or, look at that. Well, that's really odd as well. Why would you even have? I guess maybe it's easier to paint as a separate piece. That's a first. I don't think I've ever seen a separate neck in a Converge figure. What? Alright, I guess it's interesting. A little bit of side-to-side movement. We got like tank treads here. Interesting. These are going to put some stuff on, and they have peg holes here. So you can adjust those, I guess. Let me break the paint loose. Yeah, alright. The back of the legs is really plain too. It's just a big swath of smooth. Really strange. And the back of the shoulders, just smooth. No detail there. And the front. Interesting. Alright. The eyes here are they transparent? Oh yeah, they are. There's some green there. So they're just really dark. I always thought they were painted black. A tiny bit of black there, and the yellow. Very nice streaks there. So the antenna, they're very short, they're very small. I think I actually like that because they're probably rigid plastic. Yeah, so that antenna will break if you stress it too much. So I guess the shorter they are, the better chance they will never break. This is a pretty tight peg hole there. I don't think that's going to come out. Alright. Put that head back. Alright, so we have the machine gun here, and I guess I'll just pop it in this hand since it already fell out. It's a little SMG looking thing with the smallest magazine ever. And some, well, it's an alright gun. I've never seen this gun before, so it's nice to see different weapons. And it fits the hand nicely. You can actually see how the four fingers fit below that ridge. So very cool. In fact, the hand is really nicely detailed as well. It's got like knuckle guards or something. Alrighty. Oh, but look at this. This is weird. I can't put the hand back with the gun in it. That's odd. Right? What is the deal with that? Why is it you can't... Right? This is so strange. Unless maybe the other hand is really different. Or I guess I just gotta not force it down so much on the grip. And that'll free up some room. But wow, that hand is on there tight now. Now I'm afraid to break the gun. Oh boy, come on. I'll have to come back. Alright, so I raised the gun a little bit, and yeah, obviously you can clear the forearm now, so yeah, just don't push it in all the way. Alright, so let's figure this stuff out here. I noticed that these sub things, these sub legs, they're actually 3 pieces. So I suppose you could just have, you know, one thruster here or something like that. There's only one point though, these 2 points. There's no other holes in the back of this thing to like split them up in different spots. And then the middle part has the hole as well, so I think the intention is to, you know, have these things always attached to this middle thing. And so you could attach this thing here, like that, and now it's like it's very loose. Let's see if this side's any tighter. No, that's very loose as well, so you're going to have some poster putty, I think, to mount directly there. But maybe it's not supposed to go there based on these images. What's interesting is this image shows this big gray joining platform, but that was not in the box. It's in the option parts set, if you can see here. Oh, if I focus on that. So you gotta get the option parts set for it to become like a sled or a shield. So I'm gonna have to just work without that for now. So these things here, they would peg in. Now this is a much tighter fit, so I think it's supposed to have these on them. And let's get that going there. I guess this peg is for when you have that option piece. Now this has a hex as well, and so that would go on here, I guess. And now you can have it angle that up like that. Everything's very loose though, so you might again have to use poster putty, or worst case would be glue it in place, but then you wouldn't be able to adjust it. So that's kind of, I guess, it in space flight mode. I guess you could work like that. Sorry, I lost focus. So you can see from the back. Yeah, alright, and then those can pivot on these little pegs, so thrusting towards the back, you can do that. And then actually I have these asymmetric, so I guess in this case I want to spin these around the other way, or peg them in the other way. That's actually what I have to do. Alright, so yeah, it's just unfortunately everything is so loose. So that's it, I guess. You know, you can angle these pretty much in any position you want, because there's like 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4, 5 points of articulation across this one side. So, you know, this could even go 90 degrees perpendicular or totally backwards. That's an option there. But for me, it's just kind of really too flimsy. So I think I'm going to actually just wait until I have the option part set and have like the sled. Right now it's just going to be a unique looking Gundam. And these pegs don't actually look like pegs so much. They have some details on them. They look like they could be tubes or to hold a beam saber handle or something. So it's not bad. So one other pose I see on the box without that extra piece is that just standing on these things like this. And I guess I can almost get it there. But he's leaning back quite a bit. But right now he is standing very much like that photograph right there. with the longer part here. So that's an option. Just okay, it's kind of weird. This is a unique base. So judging by the foot being here, I don't know why. You know, so let's get this guy on the stand, right? So he's like that. I'm not sure what wraps around this curve. Is it that? And then would this go up? I don't know, to be honest with you. So if anyone knows how you're supposed to situate it on this stand, please let me know, because I can't figure it out. The only thing close to it is this curve here, but it's still not a perfect fit, right? So it's a mystery, unless it's this arm, but let's just take this arm off. And yeah, I'm not seeing that as a fit either. So that's a bit interesting. So for now, I'm just gonna pose it like this, I guess, until I get that option pack going. So here's the Hidolfer from the same collection. Okay, obviously Converge is not to scale. And I believe this is from Thunderbolt. This is some sort of EX set, I believe. Psycho Zaku, I believe it was called. And yeah, it's quite huge. Alright, well, I guess that's how I'm going to display the thing for now. It's a bit wacky. I'll get the option part set video out there later, and we'll do all 4 of them whenever I finish the other 2 reviews. Thanks for watching today. We'll see you in the next Gundam Converge video.